Hello guys, today's video is about my Witch Doctor multi-box setup. A few of you from my stream asked me what builds am I using for each Witch Doctor to achieve this great farming setup. Okay guys, the lead character is using Zero Dogs Provoke the Pack build, which is featured on my YouTube site. Go there for the proper build, and also got a Gurian video for it as well, which is really good. Okay, why am I running this? Basically because I can summon and detonate my dogs very fast. Does an enormous amount of DPS, very big range as well, which is really good, and also because I can spam all these health globes around me because I'm using Final Gift on my summon zombie dogs, which is fantastic. Okay, why do I want some of these health globes? Basically because I am using the Gruesome Feast passive. What does Gruesome Feast passive do? It stacks up to 5 times. And you gain 10% of your maximum mana and intelligence for 10 seconds. But don't worry about seconds because I can spam this, I can keep this up indefinitely. Works really well. Okay, so 50% in extra intelligence is huge. Okay, huge across 4 characters virtually instantly. It's just basically, you're like a power generator. The Zero Dog is basically like a nuclear reactor that powers up himself and all the other Witch Doctors by 50% intelligence, which is huge. It's so much DPS. It's massive. Also, guys, these Witch Doctors are only in cheap suits as well. They're only in 250 mil gold suits. They're only at 120k each, which ain't that high for MP10. But because I can power them up so quickly, they break well over 200k DPS and can smash out MP10 farming. So it's it works well. It's just a very good synergy between all of this. It works really well. Okay, so yeah, I'm using Provoke the Pack. You can change this though for the Master Rune if you're dying. This heals you for almost 25k health every cast, which is good. But I like Provoke the Pack because it gives you the extra DPS, faster farming. All 4 characters are using Spirit Walk. The lead character is using the Jaunt Rune for the extra 1 second damage immunity. The other 3 are using Honoured Guest for power regen, just in case the lead character dies. These 3 can then sustain MP10 farming by themselves. So, you know, it's a bit of a backup plan, but it works really well. Okay, I'm using a Big Bad Voodoo Slam Dance. 30% extra DPS is massive, especially the way the synergy of this group works. Especially once they're powered up for a Gruesome Feast, it works really well. All 4 characters are using Locust Form Pestilence. Spreads like wildfire is used mainly for pulling purposes, but also heals you really well if you're using a lifesteal weapon. And also, all 4 characters are using Soul Harvest Vengeful Spirit for the extra DPS and the extra damage bomb from the Vengeful Spirit itself at 230% physical damage, which is really good. This also increases your damage by loads, guys. 130 intelligence per 1 stack. It stacks up to 5 times. So there's a lot of intel. So once you've got Gruesome Feast up and this up, the damage just goes through the roof. It's fantastic. Okay guys, on the other sub-Witch Doctors, I'm also running Mass Confusion Paranoia. 2 of the Witch Doctors are running this. It makes all the enemies in the area take an extra 20% additional damage, which is massive. It's really good. And the other Witch Doctor is using Mass Hysteria, so those don't get hit by the Paranoia rune, get hit by stun for 3 seconds, so you do lockdown. So when you're pulling loads of trash, you can just basically make them take tons of extra damage and they'll be stunned as well. Those that don't get affected get stunned, so it just fills in those little gaps and locks them down. Good lockdown build. Works really well. And also, guys, all 3 sub-Witch Doctors are using Hex Jinx. Hex targets take an extra 20% additional damage. Okay, this is great for elites. You can basically just lock them down with Mass Confusion and this, and then most of the time they can't even move. Sometimes, if you do it perfectly, they can't even move, and they get completely locked down and die very fast. My current record for killing elite pack is 4 seconds using this exact setup build. It's really cool. Okay, and of course, guys, the sub-Witch Doctors are using Fire Bats, Cloud of Bats as well. This basically is a channeling spell. You hold down the button and it ramps up and just cooks anything in its path. It's really good. The synergy of this build just works really good. It's really fun. Okay, also, guys, all these 3 Witch Doctors are using the build on my YouTube video, which is called Gruesome Feast. Check it out. It tells you exactly what to put on. It's a good build. Okay, let's show you this in action then. Got an elite pack ready. Let's go in and trash them. Okay, see what we've got. Here's one I pulled earlier. There they are. They've got reflect damage, so let's start channeling now. Okay, going to hit Slam Dance, Mass Confusion. Jinx is now up. You got to watch for that reflect damage. So now I'm getting reflected now, so I've hit my 3-second Spirit Walk on my lead. As you can see, even though these guys have got extra health, guys, they die within seconds. You know, that was quite a fast kill there. was a pretty fast kill. And there you go. That's how it works pretty much. The trash, just local swarm pestilence. Start bombing with your Zero Dogs guy. Then hold down your key for fire bats, cloud bats. And it just trashes. Absolutely trashes mobs. It's very, very, very effective. The cost of Zero Dog gear is going down at the moment, but it is still quite expensive. My gear at the moment is about six bill. It's quite expensive, but you can do cheap suits. You can do it for about 400 to 500 mil gold. But obviously, the more DPS, the better. And there you go, guys. That is my setup for my Witch Doctors on the MultiBox. If you've got any questions, just leave them in the comments below. Just usual, guys. Please like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll get back to you soon. Always a pleasure, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.